Yeah, that's right. We're back. It's the DAZN Boxing Show. I go by the name of Ak.
And I'm Barack, the boxing bully.
A lot to talk about. Thanks for joining us now. There's a big heavyweight that some people are calling the boogeyman. Is stepping up opposition. I like this fight against Mr. Zhang, and that's Joe Joyce, Barack.
First of all, who's calling him the boogeyman?
There are people out there saying that he's like the Terminator. The guy can't be hurt. He's so heavy-handed. He's so big.
Yeah, but I don't see anybody running from him. You know,
I mean, nobody.
Tyson Fury said, "Yo, I'll give you a fight."
Did he fight him? Did he fight him?
Nah, because there's a way bigger fight at hand.
Okay.
You know, but he's saying if he doesn't fight
boogeyman, some people are, but we're going to talk about it right now on the opening bell. All right. I like this fight because I think Zhang poses a threat. We all know that he probably can't hurt Mr. Joe Joyce, but he has heavy hands, and we know he's going to score shots, and he's a big guy. So I think Joe Joyce, he's just taking what he can get right now. He wants the big fights, and this is the next best thing. So it's going down this weekend.
I guess I kind of lost confidence in Zhang. I never really had much confidence in him anyway, but after the Johnny Rice draw, where Johnny Rice ran out of the ring like he won, you know, was calling Joshua and everything, that was cool. It was a great moment for him. You know, he had a few great moments, man. That guy is the underdog king. But I just think that Joe Joyce is just another level, you know, just a higher level of caliber fighter, you know, and damn. I do know that guys with great chins like that, all of a sudden, boom, that chin gives in. You know, after damage and damage and damage, it gives in. But it should hold up against Zhang, and we should see Joe Joyce pull through. But I want to see Joe Joyce in there with the bigger names.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, I appreciate this fight. I appreciate Joe Joyce staying busy. I mean, the man is always in the mix. He just wants to fight. He wants to fight everybody. He's not young. He got this baby face, but he's in his late 30s. You know, so he got to get things popping now. But the only thing is he wants it. He definitely wants it. That's for sure.
And by the way, Michaela Mayer makes her return to the ring, but at lightweight this time on the undercard of that Joe Joyce fight. So I'm looking forward to that. But we're talking heavyweights. There's a heavyweight that I feel maybe in the next year and a half or two, he will be somewhere at the top of the division, and that's Jared Anderson. I like his angle. I like his boxing skills, his style, his approach to the ring. I don't like the fact that he doesn't like to call names out, but there are a lot of greats that were like that they didn't like to call names out. Manny Pacquiao was one of those guys, and he's an all-time great. So I don't want to throw too many shots at that. Us as pundits, we like to hear those names. But nevertheless, he's one of the most exciting fighters in all of boxing. He's coming off a big win off George Arias Brock. Third round. Look, are you ready for the step-up fights for him? Because these guys at that level, they cannot compete with Jared Anderson.
I mean, he had a couple of step-up fights already, you know, and
he made it look easy.
Yeah, that's the thing. So he's just like he's a real contender. Like
but when I say step up,
he needs
Rock,
top 10 guys. No,
that's what I mean. Because you know how this era, right? We always talk about it where guys are fighting for titles a lot sooner. And I will give the credit to Loma, who came into the game, and Rigondeaux, we're fighting for titles with 8, 9, 10 fights. Teofimo did it as well early in his career. Shakur did it as well. This is that era, but we've never seen heavyweights do that, right? And I think Jared Anderson could be the first of the heavyweights that is in big fights without needing 20, 30 fights. Remember, Deontay Wilder had 30-something fights before his big fight against the Bird. I think Jared Anderson could break that mold, and with the amount of fights that he has, I would say he's ready for any top 10 guy. In fact, any top 5 guy of any sanctioning body, I would like to see Jared Anderson against.
Well, if we're talking about titles, though, there's only 2 guys that hold the titles, and I don't think they're waiting for Jared Anderson.
Well, I didn't say titles. I said top but guys.
You were saying to get their shot, you know? You said Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, right. So I don't think those guys would be willing to fight him. Those guys are up in age, and I think those guys want to fight the guys that are in their category. You know, the guys that are up in age that have the big names already. But I'm definitely looking forward to see him fight in the top 10 guy, top 15 guy, you know, because he's in there with the top 10, if you ask me. Him and a guy like Sanchez, those guys, like maybe they fight each other. That would be crazy. Frank Sanchez and Jared Anderson, the two probably most skillful heavyweights, both can move like super middleweights in there, maybe even better than most super middleweights, their movement, that is. And explosive power. It's just two really good fighters.
And he's going to have his homecoming fight in Toledo, Ohio, July 1st. So I'm excited for him. It's always good after you have a nice little run, create some momentum, and go back home for the fans. I'm excited about that. Nothing on Deontay Wilder yet. AJ made a statement that he won't be back until December of this year. So there goes that idea of him fighting 3 times this year. He said he wanted to do it, just not working out. I'm okay with it.
I think with Deontay Wilder, he's really good at just being silent and letting the people behind the scenes just handle his business. He already shows us that he's willing to fight everybody. We know that at one time that Deontay Wilder Andy Ruiz fight was cooking. I don't see why it still ain't cooking. I think just these past couple of years, Deontay is just worried about. He's just focusing on getting better. Focusing on getting better, sharpening up his tool set with Malik Scott, and that's it. That's the only videos you see. He might do a little music and training.
Right, but he also recently visited Saudi Arabia, and there talks about Ngannou, so maybe that fight gets announced. Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder. And same thing with AJ, you mentioned.
That's just Deontay. A spectacle. Unless it's going to be like cage rules, then that's different. If it's MMA rules, then that's different. But if not, that's just a spectacle to see Ngannou get knocked out real quick.
Listen, he's a heavy hitter too, and he's coming in there.
Oh, come on. But Deontay Wilder is just special material, man. Just special. Look, you knocking guys out off balance on the ropes, and you clipping guys and knocking them out cold. Like, there's nobody in the history of boxing with power like that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've never seen it on tape or live. So, but also you mentioned that Deontay is focusing on getting better, and so is AJ, especially with Derek James. He couldn't wait to get back to Texas to get back to training camp. So we'll see who's his December opponent. Maybe it's Deontay Wilder. Who knows?
Dillian White, perhaps? I don't know.
I'm looking forward to all of the big fights in the heavyweight division. That's our show for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace and love. Stay safe. We're out of here.
Introducing the new DAZN Boxing Show podcast. No matter the time or the place, getting your boxing content has become easier than ever. Tune in as we give you exclusive insights, predictions, fight night recaps, and more alongside the biggest names in the game. All for free. Available globally every Thursday across all audio streaming platforms, and with new episodes dropping weekly to give you the latest news. Just type in the DAZN Boxing Show podcast, listen in, and enjoy.